Beep, 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 beep. Hot Ham Radio here. Coming to you live from my 1994 Honda. It's been a minute. How you doing? How you all doing? Watts Island? Waltz Island? It's been a crazy couple of months, huh? There's all kinds of action going on out there on these mean streets. It's wild. I'm not sure what I think about all of it. I wanted to know what you all think about it. I don't know. I don't really have a purpose and a topic today. I have one little thing I want to talk about other than this, but I feel like I haven't talked much about the recent trip that a certain creator took to the US of A, and his astounding discovery that Crist'Fer actually had a wart. But I mean, I'm not going to go into all that. But what the hell is going on? Why are Crist'Fer's parents talking to this creator? I've been sitting around contemplating this way too much. Like, why this creator? And why would they think it was a good idea to talk to this particular creator? I'm a little worried. I'm a little concerned, but yeah, that's all I'll say about that. I'm just hoping that, well, I don't know if I even hope. I don't know if I even care, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of negativity coming towards them after this, and I don't feel like that's what they're looking for, in my opinion. Anyways, yeah, the other thing is that I've been thinking a lot. I've been going through a lot of old SW's Facebook pictures, and I know it gets old, but even the stuff that's still up there is it just troubles me a lot. And a lot of the stuff that I found even a few months ago isn't there anymore. But I think the weirdest thing is that a lot of it still is there. So, like, why leave some up and take other little weird ones down? I just don't understand. I can understand people who initially commented redacting their comments, which does happen a lot, but why the scrubbing of these posts? Why not just scrub all of them? Just save them and get rid of them to whoever is doing this. And the other thing that's really been bothering me is just, as I'm sure it bothers a lot of you, is the frequency and the amount of posts, like very inappropriate posts of these little girls on social media posted publicly. That's my number one. It always has been my number one, like, whoa moment there. But I was listening to a few different chats this week, and someone brought up something really interesting on someone's panel, and it was the really difficult, it's a pretty scary thought, but the thought that what if these pictures were being used by strangers for nefarious reasons, which as a mom of a young child is like the number one reason I don't post public pictures of my child on social media or on the internet. Because there's just so many easy ways to share pictures with loved ones. You can text, you can create a private album, you can create a private Facebook group, you can create a private Instagram. There's a million different ways. So I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about the Delphi case and what a mess that is, and how it's basically opening up this whole CP ring that's very scary in Indiana. It's pretty much like giving me nightmares all week. Ugh. And when you realize how prevalent this stuff is, it's just not possible to post pictures of your kids online anymore, especially ones of them like at the doctor, not wearing clothes, getting a rectal thermometer or using a rectal thermometer on their dolls, would be beyond terrifying. And sometimes I think that I forget that these things were posted fairly recently. Like, I remember seeing people oversharing a lot on Facebook maybe like 10 or 12 years ago, before it was such a huge worldwide, like, so many people are on it now, billions of people. And a lot of nefarious things go on Facebook, unfortunately. But she was posting these pictures like only a few years ago. Literally after I had my child, which was like, it really had, sometimes it didn't register how recent these were. And it's really troubling. I don't understand it. And I know that there are people that like to overshare, that people like to, post everything they're doing, everything their kids are doing. They're proud of their kids. It's not any kind of like nefarious rationale behind it. But why public? That's my number one question. Why was every one of her posts about her children, every one of her posts ever, public? And she knew how to control the audience, because we've seen that. In some of her posts, she does have them limited to a certain group. So she knows how to toggle that little button that says friends only, or she even knows how to make a specific list of people who are allowed to see a certain post. So why always public with the kids? And with hashtags, which means you're looking for people to find you. At least that's what I assume a hashtag is, right? And now I know you're going to say Thrive, which, sure, that's one explanation, but I don't believe that all of the posts about the kids were about Thrive or about any MLM. Maybe she just got in the habit, but I don't get it. Why not just share these things with your friends? That's scary enough. Why public? Why did they have to be public? Did she get any of those weird messages from people? Have you ever seen the secret mailbox in Facebook Messenger that says, like, look through the filtered messages? Because when I did a few years ago, it freaked me out. There were so many weirdos contacting me about who knows what. Like, maybe they were like spam, but some were not. Some were genuinely creeps. And I just wonder if she ever looked at that mailbox. Because it doesn't seem like it, but I wonder. So yeah, that's all I've been pondering these days. Because it just blows my mind the more I think about what she did on Facebook with the photos of those girls. Blows my mind. I don't know how it doesn't blow anybody's mind. Everybody, I mean. So everybody, please just look out for your kids. Don't post pictures of them online publicly. There's a million ways these days. I know if you're not like techno savvy, there's still a million easy ways. You can create shared family albums on Amazon Drive. You can create them on your phone. You can text them, God forbid. You can email, there's a million, you can print them, you send them to people out of state, whatever. Just don't do that. It's not good. And also think about your children. Like, how would you feel if you grew up, like, say you were a teenager, you're in high school, and you knew that everyone that your mother had ever met or contacted has seen every picture of you in every state of undress and like personal vulnerability already on the internet. Does that seem fair to you? I feel like I'd be pretty angry if I were that child, because nothing is left to the imagination, and there's no stories to tell your friends about your childhood. Do you know what I mean? I honestly think it's kind of against the basic rights of every child to overshare every moment of their lives publicly. That's just me being a little bit, a little bit judgmental today, but it's one of those days. So anyways, I hope you're all doing wonderfully. And if you haven't seen, our dear Tabitha Jane's channel has been resurrected from the ashes. And it was pretty quick, so that's awesome. And I'm hoping to go live at some point soon. So I will talk to y'all later, my dear hamsters. Beep, 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 beep. Bye.